Hi, everybody. I want to talk a little bit about acid reflux and the procedure that I did. Nissen Fundoplication to correct the issue of GERD, acid reflux. I've had it for too long. And what I usually would take is I try to stay as natural as possible. I would take things, stuff like apple cider vinegar and baking soda. Um, but the acid reflux would come and suddenly, and I would be in a place outside and I don't have the access to apple cider vinegar, and I just kind of went through life like that, just taking it, just taking the pain, taking the acid reflux, accepting it as just being part of my life. But finally, I decided to do this fundoplication procedure. What the procedure is, they do 5 incisions, one, two, three, four, five on your abdomen, and in my case, I had a hernia. My stomach was pushed up through my diaphragm. They pulled the stomach down, meshed over the diaphragm, and wrapped the stomach around the esophagus, making it tight, so that it helps the sphincter at the end of the esophagus tighten and keep the acid from going back into my esophagus. The procedure was about 2 hours. I started at 8, ended at 5. I started at 8, ended at 10:30, and I was in the hospital. I stayed in the hospital for about a week. This is my first week, actually. Just came home last night. What I did, as far as a diet would be concerned, I only so I spent my first week just taking. Sorry, this surgery still has an effect on me. Uh, Only thing I'm taking in is clear broth, clear liquid. So that would be chicken broth. Uh, uh, um, what do you call it? Water, juice, Jello. But those things go in. But as they go in, there is a tightness at the site where they wrap the stomach around the esophagus, where you feel it right there, like everything sticks. The liquids stick right there. It would get bubbly and get a slight small burp, but it would go in eventually. One thing I did, and me personally end up having, I don't know if anyone had this, I would end up with a hiccup constantly, where I'd have to sit and calm myself down. And it goes away after a while, but it constantly comes back. I don't know if I'm stressing myself out or what would cause me to do that, but that's my biggest issue right now is hiccups. Like I said, the day after her surgery, I ate nothing, drank water, sipped. No, actually, I drank nothing. Uh, Second day in the evening, I drank water. I sipped a bottle of water, and it took me the whole day to do that. The third day, I sipped on water, and then I had chicken broth brought to my room, and that was good. My energy came back, and I should have done that earlier, because I was more feeling the effects of energy loss from not having anything in my stomach. Fourth day in the hospital, I did the same thing: chicken broth and hiccups and the burping and the tightness kept on going along. It came together and they joined forces almost. That's the fourth and fifth and sixth day I got home. The first thing I did was made some more chicken broth and I drank a lot of juices because I wanted the sugars to give me energy. I'm going to go out now and get me something more, something better. Maybe some yogurts, some vegetables I can make a chicken broth from naturally, because I don't know, the hospital was giving me the stuff and it had the taste of chemicals. So I want to make my own chicken broth. Um, no acid reflux. It's gone. No more. I would just sit there, and then all of a sudden it would just burn, and I'd have to deal with that. Right now I'm dealing with just a little bit of a tight, off and on tight feeling, but this is only the first week after surgery, so I'm healing. But one thing for sure, I don't have any acid reflux. If you want to try the surgery, I really highly recommend it. It's depending on your health insurance or your financial situation, but it's definitely worth taking care of this, because if you get this acids, in your esophagus too often, it can lead to cancer, and that's a whole new ballpark. All right, hope this helped. Take care.